It's live and in color. Woo! 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 Slow down. Woo! 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 Woo!
The heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy.
Woo!
Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Woo!
We're coming right back.
Woo! 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 Stop! We can't take anymore.
What is up, everybody?
Good evening.
Woo! We're all. Does anybody else like watch that intro and you just look at it and you're like, how much coke could one man take?
Cocaine for the layman's.
Yes. like I feel like you can see it every woo. It's just like a puff of white.
Shitty terror job.
What the fuck are you doing over here?
I know, this one's got to go to authorities too.
Paperwork. Oh shit! Now
It's
you.
all right.
Oh,
They're good.
dude, you ripped it.
Nah, they're good.
You're done.
Fuck 'em.
You're done.
Well, you should give scissors out with these things. Let's do this, man.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Pew Pew Nation Live, episode 106. We got Maddie B
Hello.
in the house. I think
Woo.
you're, you got some drug dealer pimpness going on there.
Yeah, dog. What's up, man? I got my pimp chain, yo.
I like it.
Thank you, sir.
Eric Johnson is just going to woo an FJB all night. So if you're just joining us, make sure that you guys comment. Let us know you are here. We're going to try something different. So we did it last week where we did every giveaway pretty much on the Freedom Wheel minus, I think, 2. We're doing every giveaway from now on the Freedom Wheel. Everybody loves the Freedom Wheel. I think that we just keep using it. I like it. It's completely takes the guesswork out. There's no chance that I miss a number or anything like that. And I think we do it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Freedom Wheel, or would you rather guess numbers? Nathan Miller is that new? Yep, Nathan's on here.
We got him now.
Rob said it's rigged. That's exactly. So we're trying to unrig it. Jeff loves the Freedom Wheel. Of course he does, because he won't fucking cool.
I hate the Freedom Wheel. I don't know shit on that one. But I've won on it before.
You have won on it before.
Twice
Damn,
in
we got
one
Dane
night.
on there. Yeah, that's
Check
true.
out.
That's true. Grossman Mafia. So everybody likes the Freedom Wheel, it looks like. So I personally, I like the Freedom Wheel. I think it's cool. It gives some excitement. I'm always excited, like holding my breath. I'm like, oh shit, who's it going to be?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that guy. Oh my God, it's still going. Zach should talk as long as your family don't win everything. Zach's probably
He's
won
won more
more
shit
on
than
Pew
anybody.
Pew Nation Live
Anybody in
than
the history of
literally
the pew.
anybody.
Yeah.
Every time there's like
No.
a gun giveaway,
Not buying it, Zach.
yeah, I'm going to Not Just Guns, and I'm like,
Yeah.
here's the thing, here's
He
all
doesn't
the
even-
information.
He doesn't even
too.
have to pay for a gun at Not Just Guns. He just goes and picks up the ones he fucking wins.
Every time, and they're like, who won it? I'm like, take a guess. I'm
You know how
like,
many times
Zach,
I said,
seriously?
fucking Zach.
Oh,
His name's always honing in or it goes right by him. That's all right, man. Hey,
It's probably because I feel
It's
like
meant to
he's
be.
won so much because it might be the most Jacked, we've done names on this show. Zach Westheimer. We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like most people were like Dan, Zacho, Jacko.
Yes.
You know, like we fuck around. But like Zach, we say it every time. Like he's known as Zach.
So it's a karma thing?
So I think it's a karma thing. Like
It's a karma
he gets
thing.
a bunch of shit and then he wins a bunch of shit. So I don't know. Like congratulations, Zach. You probably are gonna win on the Freedom Wheel today. So right now,
Am I on the Freedom Wheel today?
no, you're
Son
not
of
on
a
the
bitch.
Freedom
All
Wheel.
right,
You're
there's
hosting
one
the
last
show,
thing to give away. No more ammo. That's getting given away. Hey, is that the? Oh no, is that the one I was just telling? No, that's the other one.
What the
P322.
fuck are you talking about?
Nothing, man. I was just looking at that.
Damn, man. All right, so we
Scroll down.
got, so we got a bunch to talk about today. Obviously, there's a whole lot of bullshit going on in this country with guns right now.
I was just making sure that one was going
That
to jump
one's
up
okay.
and shoot us.
Well, that's 12 gauge, so that's okay. That one's safe.
That's right.
As long as it's not 9 mil, that'll blow your
But
lungs
your
out.
president only wants you to just rack it, and that's going to scare him away if you listen to that stupid fuck.
Racking it just turns me on. Is
It
that weird?
does.
It's clear, right?
Clear.
Okay.
Rack
Racking
away.
it just.
Ho.
Like, you ever just want to hold your shockwave? Just.
Ever just want to shoot some mini shells out of a shockwave?
I gotta say,
It's a little
We're gonna
instant
talk
3/4 jobbies.
we're gonna talk about the shockwave.
Yes.
In
That's
just-
my shockwave,
in just
actually.
a little bit.
Yours
But
will be here in another week or two.
bullshit. Who's your FFL?
Text Mike back.
We're gonna talk about that thing in just a little while here, but
That thing's a beaut.
I love it. That's my new gun. I didn't even get a chance last week to show off my new gun because we
And so
like,
many others.
dude, it was ridiculous. It was
Probably
just they
the
just
best
kept coming.
PEW show ever. Like, I
Everybody,
love that
everybody's
show.
been messaging me. They're like, "That was amazing." That was totally impromptu. We did not have that planned. We planned on like me and Mike talking a little bit. You guys asking Mike questions about the shop and owning gun shops and stuff like that. And then it just turned into like I looked down and I had like 35 guns in front of me, and I was
Four
like,
people
"Oh,
behind the
oh my
camera, all
God."
jammed in.
Yeah. And I felt Tony was over there every time he'd bring a new gun, like he's all excited to show, like, "Here, show him this
Tony's
gun, show
the
him this
man.
gun." And I'm like, he's like standing there like this, like he's like literally, he's like a lost little
He
boy.
wants
He's
to be
like,
on TV.
and I was like,
let me at it.
I'm like, all right,
But
fine,
hey, how about,
Tony.
Not just Mike, not just
Not
no
just
pun intended.
Mike.
Mike can just educate you so much on guns, and if you're curious about guns, you want to compare guns. But Tony just impresses me because of his age. A guy, you don't even see young guys anymore like that astute about anything, whatsoever, besides sleeping in and smoking pot.
Yeah.
And this guy's out here encyclopedia guns.
It's crazy.
It's cool. But that's everybody in that
Everybody
shop,
in there.
So I don't want to take anything away and give Tony too much. But everybody in that shop's that same way, willing to help you, willing to get multiple guns out, and that just was like a little small peek
Yeah.
of what it's actually like to walk
Well,
in
that's
there.
that was what was funny. Me and Mike were talking about it after the show, and we were like, so they're like, I'm like, that wasn't expected. Like, we didn't plan any of that.
No.
And he goes, no, it just kind of evolved into that. And he goes, and honestly, it was kind of cool because we literally were talking about how, like, you go to Not Just Guns and they'll put 10 guns in front of you on the
Right.
counter, like, here, compare them, have fun, check them out. And that's exactly what happened on the show. It was like all of a sudden
cool.
we're like, boom, we got all these guns in front of us. So we actually are going to do a show from Not Just Guns. I don't know what we're doing yet. It's probably going to be once every 2 months is what I think we're going to do. You
That's
can't
cool.
do too much. Don't want to do too little. I think we're going to do 6 a year from Not Just Guns.
Nice.
Is going to be the plan. And they're all going to be like that.
And
So,
what great shows for you guys as viewers that like ask your questions about comparisons of guns, just things in general,
Yeah.
and watch these guys come on and talk to you, break a gun down the way Tony does, just
Yeah.
bam, 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 and even
Yep.
if they don't know it, the way he'll just like pick it up, clear.
Yep.
This is my new gun, by the way. I bought this you picked it up
Yeah,
for me that
yeah.
night, but just look at it and kind of break it down for you, even if it's something that, maybe they haven't even shot before. They're still so knowledgeable.
Yeah, you
I
can
mean,
just
they're going
look
to
at
just
it
tell
and
you on the
break it down
basics. And again, the way they handled our buddy Kurkowski, Josh, when he was there looking for guns, They set out everything, just broke it down for them.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is fantastic. Did you get Lee Anthony on that list?
I think not.
he's
Lee
a new one.
Anthony.
Yep.
Okay. Is that a new viewer, Lee, or do we know?
No,
him?
Lee's been on here before, I
Okay,
think.
I
I
thought
thought Lee
I
won
recognized
something
him.
last week, actually.
Okay.
But Mark said Mike just kept pulling good stuff out to give away. He did, dude. I was like, are you sure, Mike? Like, he had
Oh,
this
man.
pile before the show. If you go back and you watch on YouTube, I did like a live video walkthrough of the shop with the giveaways on the
Yep.
counter. So I kind of gave everybody a preview of some of them. And then out of nowhere, he was just like, Mike disappeared. I'm like, where the fuck's Mike at? I don't even know what this mystery giveaway we're about to give away is. And he was like, oh, I'll be right back. And he comes over with a freaking gift card
That's
that he
awesome.
just made up at the register.
That's cool.
And he's got this other shit and more patches and more cups and this and that. And he's like, do this, give this away, do this, give that away. I'm like, holy shit, dude, are you kidding me? And he's
Very
like, yeah,
generous, man.
6 times a year, let's do it. And we're going to do it. He wants to do that every single time.
That's awesome.
So,
Gavin's on.
yeah, what's up, Gavin? Gavin hasn't been here in a while. What's up, Gavin? You figured out how to see the damn chat. Nice. Thank you. So it's a learning experience on this YouTube thing. It is, so far, honestly, it's working out way better. I love it. I can see everybody's comments. I can actually interact with you guys, where Facebook was like, oh, I don't like Gavin, so we're just not going to show you his shit. That's what they
Yeah.
do all the time. So
Yep. No,
it's friggin' awesome because everybody's here.
It
so.
took me a minute to get the account, set up, like get that squared away. Like, okay, this is what I actually have to do because I'm not tech savvy whatsoever.
Yep.
But now that we're using it, I like it.
Yeah.
Man. It's a lot better. Everything
John-
shows up, moves faster.
John Ford just jumped
John
on. What's
Ford.
up, John? John is a first-time viewer. I actually met John at Continuous Precision. He's got some really cool stuff that he's building. I don't know how much I can talk about, so I'm not going to talk about. But he's got some really cool stuff that he's doing. Like really cool stuff.
That's
like if we
awesome.
can talk about it, I will do that on the show, and then maybe even have him on the show to show you guys what he's doing, because this stuff, I don't even understand how some of it works. It's crazy. It's freaking badass. So, John, welcome. We can talk about it.
Nice.
So, I don't even understand how it all works, but it's like simunitions pretty much. So, John said we're allowed to talk about it. So, these are military contracts for like simunitions, but it's like a simulated laser gun system, and he's got all these different ones. Apparently, I haven't seen them all, but what Continuous Precision is doing is building pretty much a P320 clone that will be used for military training.
Okay.
But it's no live ammunition in it. So it's this whole big, it's aluminum shell. It's an actual P320. Everything's modeled off of it. And it's all simulated fire with live blowback action, though.
Oh, cool.
So you pull the trigger and it actually blows back. And
But no
he's got
projectiles. It's like
no
shooting
projectile.
blanks or
Yeah,
whatever,
you're just, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, John, we'll have to talk, and we'll see if I can get some of it on some of the stuff you already currently have produced on the show or something, and show people what that stuff does, because
Sweet.
I don't even understand it fully yet. Seriously, I've just seen like all these parts, and it's like
Yeah.
100 little parts, and I finally saw the gun all put together, and I was like, yeah, it's fucking cool. There's a P320 that's made out of all aluminum that's just sitting here on the table, like,
For sure.
but it's not a real P320. It's kind of cool.
Huh.
It's definitely some cool ass shit.
Nice.
So welcome, John. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's give something away real quick before we get into this talk. Just because.
Let's do it. What are you doing?
Let's
What are we
do,
doing first?
Let's just do a little one, just to get everybody going. We'll do a magazine.
A little magazine
Yeah,
action.
whichever one you want over there. They're both good to do.
Do you have an article in either one?
I don't know if I do actually. What's up, buddy? Colton's on here.
Colton, what's up, man? Congratulations on your karate test,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Colton got
new
his
belt?
second brown.
Oh.
So he is 8 years old. He has his second brown.
Okay.
He's got one more after this. It'll probably be about a year before he tests again. He'll get his third brown, or first brown, actually, I guess. It goes backwards. It always confuses me. And then he will test for his black after that.
Nice.
It's crazy. Badass.
Excellent.
It was super cool. He broke a board with a jump front kick. There was 4 kids that tried it, and he was the only one that was able to do it.
That's
It was
cool.
pretty badass.
Proud parent mode.
Yeah, it was. I was like, hell yeah.
Congratulations,
right there.
Colton. Good job, buddy.
So don't get in front of Colton's front jump kick, because he will break you in half.
Break you.
He'll blow your lungs
It'll
out.
blow the lungs right out of your body. Right out of the body. I'm going to have a hand gesture with it. Cripple fuck. Good Lord, man.
All right,
God
so
help us.
let's go through the list here. So again, if you are just joining us, make sure you comment that you're here so that we can get you on the list. The way we're going to start doing these giveaways is all on the Freedom Wheel. So the Freedom Wheel is badass. If you're new, you'll see it in just a second here.
Roll call your asses right now.
We are going to roll call it right now. So write down your number or remember your number or whatever. It's not a big deal if you don't remember it, because I'm going to announce it anyway. But Rob Copes is 101. Zach Westheimer is 102. Stephanie Johnson, 103. Dan Zacco, 104. Eric Johnson, 105. Josh Smith, 106. Mark Rigdon, 107. Noah Copes, 108. Jeff Grossman, 109. Cliff Scott, 110. Nathan Miller, 111. Lee Anthony, 112. Gavin, 113, and John Ford is 114. So if you didn't hear your name, you better comment right now, or you're not going to be getting in on the first giveaway, which is which magazine? We're doing that one, the
Yes.
Gun Annual.
Yes.
Tactical Life Gun Annual from Athlon Outdoors, company that I write for and work with. Let's see if I got anything in there.
I'm just going to hold that in front of your
figured you
face.
Oh yeah, I got stuff in there. Look, you open it up, I got a picture right there.
Look at
My
that.
buddy Josh is in this one. Which is, where the hell? Oh, there it is. 62. Man, that's an old gun too. I don't even own that gun anymore. That's funny. Sometimes I do that where they don't publish something for a while.
Say, what issue is
Unfortunately, this is a brand new issue.
Okay.
It's just this was just published. So
Huh.
that is one of my articles right there on the Mac 19 from Mac Industries. Again, that gun was badass, but I actually traded it for a 4-wheeler, and it worked out really well for me. So there you go. So you're gonna get a magazine with
Get
one of my
in on
articles in there. All right, we think we got everybody.
Nope.
We got.
We got the Mafia just
got the
chimed in just
Mafia.
in time for the, well, they get here, we'll get them on the next one. All right, maybe.
We got him on.
We'll get him
Yep,
on
we
this
haven't
one.
rolled yet. So
Ah,
Steve
just
Grossman.
around.
Steve. So my dad's on here. My dad should get negative points for calling me after 7 o'clock. And then he probably realized it finally, that I was like, oh, that's why he ignored my call. Cliff Scott asked how old Colton was when he started karate. Cliff, Colton was 5. Did you get Ed Thompson? You just jumped on.
Eddie
What's up,
T.
Ed? Colton was 5 when he started karate, and he is 8 now. So, been doing it for just about 3 years. I don't remember when he started, like if it was like later 5 or what, but just about 3 years, and he will be a black belt by probably 10 at the latest.
Nice.
He loves it.
Steve, we got you down for 115. Moe, we got 116. Ed Thompson, 117.
All right.
And if Moe or Steve forget their number, they're out.
They're out. All right, let's do our first giveaway of the day. Let me get this up here. So what do we got? 117 right now. Let me get some of these numbers off the board. We need more people on here.
Pretty sure I got a good idea who's going to win.
You think so?
Yep.
All right, well, let's see it. All right, bam, there's the Freedom Wheel. So if you are new to the show, this is the Freedom Wheel. I like to have a lot more numbers than that on there. Hopefully we'll add some here shortly. Colton is watching. So Colton, pick a number 1 through 7 and have Mom type it, or you type it. What we do is we have the last winner pick a number 1 through 7. 7 is my favorite number. That's the only reason we use 7. But and then I shuffle the wheel that many times. So there is no way that this could be rigged. there's
It's
nothing
not
you can
rigged.
do with it. I can't change it. Once it spins, it spins. It's computer generated, and that's all there is to it.
It's called the no tears policy.
It is
That's
exactly
we
what
have.
it is.
No tears allowed.
Cliff said we have guardianship of one of our 4-year-old grandsons and was thinking about that for him. That's Cliff's
Great
karate
kids.
has been the best thing that could ever happen for Colton. Seriously, it is just awesome. So he was at 5 years old. He's always been a really good kid, but he was kind of like lacking confidence, and he was always nervous to try new things. That kid will jump right into stuff now. Like, he is super respectful. He's actually coaching now. Like today, he had 2 classes today. He had his belt class, but then he also had, before that, he had what they call little kickers, which is like 4 to 6 years old, I think it is. And the little kickers is where he started, and now he's literally coaching. He's
That's
out there
cool.
teaching the
That's
little
cool.
kickers, and it's super cool to watch.
Well, I've always told you Colton's a good kid. You can just he's good, man.
He is a good kid. He has fun. He likes it. So, Cliff, if you can get him into karate,
Smart.
definitely get him into karate. I definitely recommend it. Make sure that you go. Don't do like YMCA karate. Go find a real dojo.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's a big difference. We've seen these kids walk into Colton's dojo that. Hang on one sec. There. Since we're talking to you, I'm going to take the wheel off for a sec. We've seen kids walk into Colton's dojo that did like 2 years of like YMCA karate. They walk in with their YMCA gi on and stuff, and they walk in and like they'll test them to like see where they're at, to see if they actually deserve the belt that they have and stuff. And it's like these kids literally know nothing. So find a good dojo. If the dojo does tournaments, you probably are going to be pretty good with that dojo. So definitely recommend it though. All right, let's spin this wheel real quick here. Sarah Yates just joined us. So Sarah, you got on just in time. You are number 118. So let us change this. Apparently Colton is not on here anymore. So Matt, just pick a number 1 through 7 to
5.
start us off. All right, 5 is the number. Let me put 118 in there. All right. So here we go. We're going to shuffle this 5 times, and we're going to spin the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready?
Do it.
Let's do it. Bam! First spin of the Freedom Wheel. Maybe 3.
With the add.
Yeah, that'd be about the top. That'd be about the top.
Before tax and all that.
All right, here we go. We're slowing down.
Who's getting it?
106, 109.
Uh-oh.
It looks like 113, which is that's Gavin. No,
It's clicking.
118
It's
is
clicking
still
over.
going. Oh, look at that! She came in late.
Sarah just comes in at
Comes in and steals
at
it.
spin time. Boom.
Comes in and steals it. Sarah Yates.
Sarah, you got a shockwave. Mossberg, 12 gauge, shoots mini shells, 1 3/4.
Yeah.
You did get a magazine, and it does have one of Andy's articles in it, and that's just as good.
That is.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It's almost as good as a Shockwave.
Shockwave.
I don't know. Would I take the magazine or Shockwave? Man, that'd be a tough one to.
Congrats, Sarah. You're on the wheel now, too.
Yeah, you're
You
on the
stay
wheel.
on the wheel also. So
all right. So let's.
maybe
hit
you
that
just run
one.
the table and win it all tonight.
There you go.
I don't know.
Kind of like when she's at a barbecue comp.
That's right.
Tactical Life magazine. All right, Sarah, congratulations. Did we have somebody else come on? Jeremy Blackwood. We got to add
We
him.
do not have him.
And
I have the pen back,
Indiana Pro 2A is on here as well, which won some good stuff at Not Just Guns last week. So who are you writing first here?
I put
Jeremy?
Who's
Or
Jeremy?
Indiana Pro 2A, you're 119.
And
Jeremy, you
Black-
are 120.
What was his last name?
Blackwood.
Blackwood.
You are 120. All right, let's get into some shit here. Because, shit.
I'm ready.
This.
What are we getting into,
This
by the way?
damn. This country.
Well,
All right, so
needs
we're
help.
gonna skip around here on the agenda. As you see, the lies. So, if you guys haven't watched any
Wait,
news at all, somehow,
which lies?
yeah,
are
all
we
of them,
referring to?
all of them. So mainly the lies about all this stuff that's been coming out about what guns will do what to people.
Lung blowers.
And I'm so tired of hearing it, like, oh, a 9mm will blow the lungs out. 22 will just put a little hole in them and you can patch them up, no problem at all.
Lung blower.
Yeah, it's a lung blower right there. It's a lung blower. It's going to be banned.
Blow your lungs
It's going to be illegal.
all the way out of your body and plaster them against the back wall.
I said that so aggressively.
Well, they wanted to get their point across. I'm just trying to help out, right? So I have a magazine full of lung blowers.
Lung blower magazine right there.
Because you never know.
You never know.
God.
So,
I
yeah.
can think of so many other rounds that I have that might actually blow the lungs out of the body.
Like my 50 cal.
That's not usually the first one I thought to grab, but my president says so, then maybe I should believe it,
That's
right?
it,
Like
yeah,
everybody
right.
else. Just like, that's what they said. Believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
Military grade weapons.
Oh, Indy Toad 762.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. Indy Toad
Andy
762.
Toad, identify yourself. Use your government name.
That's fantastic. You are 121 for the giveaways, Indy Toad. I like it. So the lies that are going around in the media are just, they're disgusting. They're freaking disgusting. And I'm so tired of seeing it. I'm so tired of hearing it. We got, when you have to bring Hollywood in to act in order to try to press your agenda and prove your point, there's major issues with your point. That's all there is to it. So Matthew McConaughey, he comes on there and they're talking about all this shit. I didn't see his full thing. Matt said that he saw it and it was actually
bad.
okay.
I mean, he had to ham it up, obviously.
He
He's
hammed
acting.
it up. He's
You know,
talking
it was
about
emotional.
the green shoes.
Yeah.
I want to know what 10-year-old wears size fucking 13 Converse, first of all.
Well, what I'll say is, he said at the end of the day, you can't, you have people that hold near and dear their 2A rights. You're not going to take that away. You're not going to take guns away. Sure,
No.
you can have a discussion about age groups and that. And I know there's probably people that are like, well, that's, going crazy. Well, like I told Andy, I said, I don't know. Obviously, some of these kids in this certain age group are just proving that they can't have that responsibility, and you might have to live with that, but we're not banning. That's not my problem. So several ARs are never leaving the house.
Yeah.
And probably add several more to the collection just because you guys want to get stupid with this conversation, then fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure
But
gun
that's-
sales are through the roof because
they
of
are.
all this
They
shit,
are. They're
honestly.
friggin'
So they
skyrocketing.
exacerbate the issue.
Yeah, they're out of control right now. So
Stephen G.
we
have that one?
Nope, I don't think we got Stephen G. Stephen G, welcome. JJ Rainey, welcome. We'll write down everybody's names so that you have your number to participate in the giveaways. We already gave away a magazine. We got a bunch of stuff. We got some ammo today. Got all kinds of stuff to give away today. So
Lung blowers?
lung blowers.
Oh, man.
They're lung blowers.
124 grain, too.
So Jeremy Blackwood,
Through the back
you
wall.
are 120. Indy Toad, you are 121. Welcome, welcome. JJ Rainey, you're 122. Stephen G is 123. And anybody else that has joined us, make sure you comment so that you can get your number as well. But anyway,
Welcome, everybody, too.
yeah, welcome. We got a lot of new
viewers,
people
man.
on
That's
here. It's awesome. Moe loves lung blowers.
Well, so the way they talk about these guns, you know?
It's just the way that they talk about it and the way they sit there and they're like, oh, it's Matthew McConaughey today. Like I said, I only saw the clip of him talking about the green shoes, and they show these shoes and he's like, these are the shoes right off her feet. She was wearing these shoes and she was unidentifiable. Well, these green shoes are bright, shiny green Converse that are about a size 13. I honestly fucking Shaquille O'Neal might have been wearing these goddamn things.
That's what he said in
beforehand.
his speech. That's how they identified her.
Yeah, with those shoes.
And I don't know, this
Like-
kid unloaded a bunch into her face or something. I
Could've.
don't know. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it's
to have to
terrible
think
either
about.
way. But it's just like this is the stuff that they push.
They want
Like
the
it's-
language out there. They want the buzzwords out there.
Exactly.
They want people to know, the level of damage, and it goes far and wide. I mean, even off of McConaughey, who kind of actually in part of his speech, and I give him a little credit that he said, these elected people need to be people you need to be able to look at your kids and say those are leaders, and he says that's not what it is, and he goes, it's not Republican or Democrat, for fuck's sakes. Like, we got to start coming together on things, and there's got to be some commonality in how we're going to handle these mental illness issues, which he said are problems, and that's what the biggest issues are at the end of the day.
That's 100% what the issue is. And
what it really reverberates, or what really pisses me off, is if you look at these fucking bitches on The View and the kind of shit they say, and not that who even watches this, right? Nobody, but it's out there, and the language they use and the agenda they push, and they're just catering to all these at-home people who don't go to work, and they just talk about how, well, if you want to have an AR-15, well, you know what? You support school shootings, Andy.
Yeah.
You and I, we love that shit. We're Republicans. They go right into the whole narrative, right?
Yep.
So they go right into that. We're insurrectionists, Republican, baby killers, gun, hold your guns way too near and dear to your heart, and nothing else matters. Look at all these kids that are dying because of the Republicans.
And that's exactly how they put it.
I'm sorry, but it ain't gonna sway this election.
No, and that's the thing, is every politician, that's how they're doing it. That's exactly what they're doing. Oh, so you support killing kids?
Yeah.
How do I support killing kids? Because I support that we have a Constitution and that we have a Second Amendment.
Right.
And that guns are necessary in this country. Guns are not even necessary. They are required in this country.
Absolutely.
Like they shouldn't be. There should be no other conversation about it. And they all will sit there and be like, "Oh, we need mental health checks. We need to make sure that all that people are mentally stable, and and 30-round magazines shouldn't be allowed, and this and that. And ARs should be banned because nobody needs a weapon, a military grade weapon.
Military grade weapon.
I don't have any military grade ARs because I don't know. None of mine have the fun switch on them.
Wish I did.
I really
wish
do.
I did.
I wish I had some military grade.
We'd have
ARs.
a hell of a New Year's Eve day at the range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
This is something that I do for sport, for hobby, for passion, for hunting, for self-protection, which, by the way, is my God-given right. And you know what? You guys better be ready, man, because if you don't watch what they're trying to do, they're going to take little things at a time. Really, why do you think they started making a big deal about the 9mm at the end of the day? Because look how much shit that could take off.
Yep.
What they think, they could just get rid of and ban. What's scary is what's going on up in Canada. This idiot up there, little tyrant, right?
Trudeau douchebag.
Castro's kid, Castro's bastard child.
He's
up there
such a
doing
freaking
Castro
moron.
things.
But that's the best. That is what's so funny about these politicians and this whole argument that people are having right now.
I smacked Trudeau. Right
I watched an interview with, it was a doctor, that pediatrician that was helping or working on the kids from the last shooting there in Texas. And obviously he's distraught about it. He saw some shit. That's not a good thing. I don't want to see that. But he's talking about it, and he's like, oh, all these parents keep asking me to talk to the politicians because I saw what I saw, and they need to pass laws that will prevent school shootings. There is no laws that are going to prevent school shootings. It's fucking against the law to kill somebody. Is it not? It's against the law to kill somebody. The law didn't didn't prevent the kid from going in and killing people.
That's right.
So the laws don't freaking matter. It doesn't. You can create laws all day long. Criminals don't follow them. That's why they're criminals.
These people don't have any party affiliation either that do this shit at the end of the day. They're just evil fucking people. They're screwed up, man. I mean, who would do such a thing?
Yeah.
And,
they're not human.
Because you have an AR-15 doesn't mean you condone it or support it. And that's a shit narrative that they're out there. They're going to try to push it. And it's more to just further separate and divide everybody. And everybody's got to start calling bullshit on this, man.
Well, and that's like
Bullshit.
Gavin said, pushing 9mm to go after Scorpions, those style guns, scary black guns. But that's the thing, and that's what they talk about. Is they're like, oh, nobody needs a clip that holds that holds 30 rounds.
It holds 1,000 rounds and shoots 150 rounds per second.
I have a 33 round magazine that fits a Glock 19. Like, why? Because I can.
Right.
Like I don't you know what I mean? Like, so this argument, the problem with that argument is they start talking about like, oh, 10 round capacity.
Yeah.
I don't own very many guns. That's a fucking 11 round magazine.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
That's an 11 round magazine,
thing, man.
The Taurus GX4 is illegal. You can't have that gun. Yeah, you can't have that gun because it's illegal, because it's got 11 round capacity. So this is the thing, and they keep talking about like, oh, we're not trying to take all your guns. We just don't. Nobody needs an AR-15. No, because the problem is you keep talking about semi-automatic weapons and this and that.
Right.
It's a semi-automatic weapon.
Watch what they're doing. They think that everybody's not smart enough to see that. So yeah, what did Rob say? We missed something on there.
Where are we at?
Anyway, he's got some comments.
Yeah, they got a bunch of comments
for a second.
Eric said, "Is it just black guns that are dangerous?" Apparently, it is.
What about black and tan?
Black and tan.
It's half dangerous gun.
yeah. Just the bottom half is dangerous. Remove gun-free zones, Rob said, and that's exactly right. That's the problem. Is you look at where all mass shootings happen, and now that's the other thing. Is a mass shooting. We're even saying it. A mass shooting is such a popularized term. It's all bullshit. The headline Monday morning, the first thing I saw when I opened my computer to write an article Monday morning, the headline pops up, 12 mass shootings over the weekend.
Yes.
All of a sudden, we care about gang-related crime because we can call them mass shootings.
Finally got to the point where we actually cared about, the inner cities. And that's
we care about black-on-black crime
we
now?
care about that now.
What happened?
I guess they do, man.
What happened?
But now we say it differently
because
they're victims of mass shootings.
Victims of mass shootings.
And
has nothing to do that
they're
drug dealers and gang members. And
meanwhile, as they're trying to take all this shit away from us, the southern border is wide ass fucking open. They're pouring across. They got the next big wave of people coming. They've already caught the worst of the worst, and sex traffickers and drug dealers, and the seizing of all the fentanyl and all the other terrible drugs that are going around our nation, and further making these kids even more screwed up because it's getting out there on the street.
Yep.
But they're sending these criminals across, rapists, people that want to burglarize your home. And they're just nasty people. I just saw on the Ring camera thing the other night, right just north of the airport. And it's a nice neighborhood. Here's a loud car. It's full of kids. We'll get to that in a second.
Problem solver.
They're going through the neighborhood. You know what they go through? That's all on somebody's Ring cam. They turn around. You hear them screech. There's a lady walking her little like fucking chihuahua or something. Another lady up in her flower beds. They're throwing Roman candles out the window. Just lit a Roman candle and threw the whole Roman candle out the window. I mean, just shit like that happens to just some lady walking her dog. And you see all the other horrific stories. And then you look at how long it takes the police to get there. I don't know where we're at with the investigation of how long and why it took so long. Really makes me ask a lot of other questions. I don't want to go down the conspiracy theory hole of why the door was fucking unlocked, left unlocked, and all that crap. And it takes an hour and more to go in and save children.
Why he had guns that I can't afford.
Oh my God! Why he has guns that some fuckers did it on me right now, but I'm going to swing in there at the last second. But anyways, it's our right to defend ourselves.
Yep.
And you see all these, you can see these videos of these people that kick down people's front door. You can just sit in your living room watching TV, and all of a sudden somebody blows through your front door.
Problem solved.
But if they take all this shit, then you're going to call a social worker to come help you?
Yeah, you got to call a social worker.
Or call the police and rely on that. Because at that point in time, 5, 10, 20 minutes, depending on where you live, no big deal. They'll wait till the cops get there.
Yeah.
So that's what really pisses me off, is they're taking away, my right to defend myself. And they're just cowards because they hide behind their own security, their own armed vehicles, their gated communities, fences and walls and shit are okay for them.
Yep.
And they laugh at us.
Yeah.
They laugh at you. Like they laugh at you about the gas prices going up.
Yeah.
And, you know, they fucked up everything with the oil companies. They don't even want to drill anymore. They've overregulate, red taped it all back up. You know, they laugh at you about that. They laugh at you when you can't afford your groceries at the grocery store. They don't even do their grocery shopping. They fucking hire people to do. If they even have a chef, probably that cooks the shit they buy.
Oh yeah.
But they laugh at all you guys why they do all this, and then this food shortage issue. And you do look at like, why did all these meat packing plants shut down, catch on fire, kill 1 million chickens off, and all that? Was, you know, why did they do all this stuff? As they laugh at you as you worry about if you can get baby formula for your kid.
Yep.
So it gets off the gun thing, but it's all part of the big thing about the lies.
Mm-hmm.
Lies, lies, lies. And holy shit, have we gotten off the rails really, really quickly with this administration in our country?
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. If
Beto,
if you would have asked me 2 years ago if it would have been this bad,
I could have never fathomed.
No fucking way it's gonna get that bad. There's no way. There's no way that one man
New World Order shit,
could fuck the country up as fast as he possibly did. I mean, it's insane. Let's catch up on comments here. So Indy Toad, I love his name. Found out today the UK is banning Nerf guns and replicas because they are turning them into guns, into real guns. No laws prevent criminal. That's fucking crazy.
I saw one the other day that was actually pretty good. It showed a picture of a prison shank. It says that even in the most controlled environment that has no weapons allowed whatsoever, that even bad people there will find ways to harm or kill others. And damn, there's a prison shank. You know, it was a pair of metal scissors. You know, it was like the one side of it, and this thing had a legit handle on it. I'm like, whoa, you're gonna kill somebody with anything.
Yeah.
So better ban scissors.
Mark Rigdon said 50-round drums for the 19. Yeah, they make all that stuff. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, and that's where it starts getting really scary when they start talking about like, oh, a 10-round capacity. Well, on what? Because I've watched a 500,000 fucking videos of self-defense situations, police shootings, things like that, where it took 17 to 30 rounds to stop a crackhead that's running at you. You know, I mean, it's like,
I'm dropping the 50-round drum on my shit if somebody comes in.
Rob said it matters because elections are coming up. That's exactly it. You notice elections start coming up, and all of a sudden, all the shit starts hitting the fan. It's like, oh, we gotta.
But what's funny,
we gotta do that.
Going back to the lies thing, you know, is like, you know, these guys like Beto will say what they say, and then they'll backtrack just a little bit the next day because they come to their senses that shit's so fucking extreme. You're crazy, you know, and you can't push. We aren't Canada. You know, that doesn't have a Second Amendment. That goes to show you what happens then. You know, you get some little dickhead up there who gets in charge of Castro's bastard kid, and he's going to just rule the joint probably forever at this point. He's just going to change shit. He's a little dictator fuck that likes to be in charge. And what I wonder, like when you look at most of these crotchety old bastards that run our country, I mean, some of them got like 5 years left tops maybe to be on this earth. They're so old and decrepit. I'm like, well, what's in it for them? You know, why do they push for this? It's just power, control.
I think that's
they love moving you all around like chess pieces.
I had a discussion with somebody about this the other day, actually, and that's what it is. It's an addiction.
It's an addiction.
It is. It's,
you were talking about it. It was me and you talking.
Yeah, they're addicted to power.
Yep.
Eric said, when a car runs over a crowd of people, it's not the car's fault. It's the person who's driving it. And that actually, though, like we had that happen, you know, and that that just went away, didn't it? Isn't that weird? How that guy just was like, isn't that weird? How that guy? Oh, he was black.
Skin color that didn't fit the narrative.
He didn't fix
so
the narrative.
You know, that kind of quickly goes away, and you know, we did have another shooting, you know, at the hospital there right away, and you know that kind of just quickly kind of went away.
Yeah. Rob said response times are slow because they're afraid to actually do their job, and a lot of times that is the truth. I used to work in Detroit, in some pretty bad areas, and saw people get robbed at gunpoint. Literally saw people get robbed at gunpoint, and they the police never even showed up. They're like, I'm not bothering. Why would we? Dixie Gunworks. What's up, Dixie Gunworks? Good to see you. Beto says
You're number
order is
124.
fine. Dixie Gunworks number 124 for giveaways, and Josh Smith, you are number 125 for giveaways. I thought we already had him on there. No,
I looked.
Yeah,
I
I don't
did
see
the
him.
scroll, man.
Oh no, we did.
Oh, you do
Yeah,
have.
we
Well,
do. Never mind.
Josh Smith,
you're
you're
out.
106.
You're
Sorry.
106. I was gonna say I thought we had him on there.
You have terrible handwriting. No, I'm just kidding. Ours, I think,
That's your
are equal.
shit.
They're equally as
Yours
bad.
is-
Mine's
yours
a
is-
little bit better.
Yours is classier. than
Yours
mine. Mine looks
is-
like Colton's.
Colton probably writes better. Than
He
that.
does a little bit. Eric said Trump told us this would happen.
He sure did, man. He warned us they're going to screw your country up, man.
Yep.
Look at that, $5 a gallon.
Gavin, I saw that too. A mass bow and arrow shooting. It was at like a Walmart. Dude came in with like an old recurve and just started just smoking people with it. I was like, how did that even?
He was just
How
trying
does
to prove a
nobody
point.
take that guy out? Like, this shit doesn't make sense sometimes. It's like I posted a video the other day of there was a 12-year-old that robbed a freaking gas station in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, I
just this
saw
week,
that.
just this weekend, I think it was. Robbed a gas station in Michigan. A 12-year-old.
How do you not pick that fucker up and throw him
There's
across
a dude behind him that's like a decent built dude. Like
Yeah.
he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Behind him, the dude fires a round into the ceiling to prove that he's serious, and his gun jams up. He doesn't know what he's doing. He limp-wristed like a little bitch.
Yep.
And a gun jams up, and this dude's behind him, and he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stand here
Yeah.
and watch.
It's not going to do anything
Dude.
whatsoever. Like,
And yes,
you'd have
you
been
don't
dead
have.
right there.
And yes, you don't have a duty to have to intervene in those
No.
situations. You don't.
but
You
what if he
get
would have
yourself
turned
to-
around and shot?
If that dude just fired around, my life is now in danger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm intervening.
100%.
Like, I'm taking
Yes.
that fucking dude down.
Yes.
Like, that's all there is to it. That dude is going down. Like, he will be a bloody pulp mess by the time
Yes.
the police arrive. I don't know. I don't even know if I need to use my gun in that situation.
No, I'm
because
probably just going to pick him up and spike him.
I'm gonna look at this little dude and be like,
3-4
all right.
times over again.
yeah. Oh, good night, Colton. Somebody said, where do you say?
Night, Colton.
Oh, Karate Kid ready for bed.
All
Good
right.
night, Colton.
Works hard, man. He's black belt. He's working on
Almost,
his
yeah,
working on his black belt.
Yeah, everybody's saying good night, Colton. Thank you, guys. All right, so yeah, so that's the lies. I mean, it's just and it's disgusting. It's everywhere. It's with everything that's going on. It's nonstop, and it's absolutely it's disgusting. It is. It's insane to me. I can't stand it. Every time you turn around, somebody else on the news lying about something, and it's unfortunately so often our freaking president.
Right.
Like, 22, we'll be able to patch him up. A 9mm, blow the lungs out. A 223, one round of 223 will decapitate a human. What the hell are you talking about? Like, you do know that a 223 round is really not much bigger than a 22, just has a little more velocity.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're not ripping a head off with a 223 round. I'm sorry. Not one single round,
The
that's for sure.
stupidity is just unbelievable.
You know what I probably could rip a head off with?
Probably.
I could probably put some shit down.
Pretty sure that could blow a lung out with the proper ammunition in it. Is going to blow a lung out.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I just
man.
love that thing.
Good
We're
grief.
we should count how many times we racked that thing. We're probably at about 50 already.
Yeah.
Indy said he'll take off a bicep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 100% true. I don't even know if you can call that a bicep. That dude's bicep
Yeah.
was about the size of this mini shell box. So that is an excellent. That wins response or the comment of the day. I think right
Yes,
there.
sir. That's good stuff.
Fantastic. So, I don't know. So that's our 2 cents
Here
on
we
this whole
are.
thing, and
Here we are.
it's not going to get any better. Yeah, hold on, we're gonna have fucking $6, $7 a gallon
Oh,
gas
yeah.
soon, and
Oh yeah.
everything else. We're building back better though.
That's
Don't
right.
forget that this is building back better than it's ever been. Our unemployment. I got into it with some dumbass girl today about that unemployment. Unemployment numbers are amazing right now.
Yeah.
You can't say that you created jobs
Right.
when all you did was literally allowed people to go back to
Right.
work.
Right.
You stopped paying them unemployment and said you have to go back to work now because
moderately,
we'll
and
open
you,
it up.
you waited long enough to do it to make it look like you did it. And,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knew, like, yeah, all these people laid off and done with COVID because of COVID are going to have to go back.
Okay, Eric said it sounds amazing. Rack it again.
Do it again.
Don't talk dirty to me, Eric.
Oh.
God, Eric's talking dirty over here.
Did you even talk about that?
Not yet. We're not there yet. We'll get there. Don't worry.
I
You're
thought.
jumping ahead. Well, don't
It's a-
follow.
I'm
Don't
jumping
follow
ahead.
the.
I'm jumping ahead.
Dude, I just write shit.
Man alive.
So let's give something away, and then I
Okay.
got some gun news. We'll go back into this a little bit because we got some crazy shit out of New York, and then
Oh,
a Republican bill that came out today on gun control
Oh, boy.
stuff. Which actually,
What do they come
we'll talk about it. It's not terrible.
What's going
It's
on?
legislation, actually. So let's give something away. Let's do. Let us do. Let's do a $25 gift card to freedomfatigues.com.
Boom.
$25 to freedomfatigues.com. Freedom Fatigues is what you see. Our shirts, my hat. 100% American made, veteran owned, Leo owned. Bam. This
Every
is
day.
the Pew Pew Nation line of apparel. PewPewNationUSA.com is all through Freedom Fatigues as well. And it's an awesome, awesome company. All veteran owned. What's that?
Sarah said two.
Two.
She's ahead of you.
Look at that.
She's ahead of you.
Sarah's on it. Damn, Sarah's on it. So 100% again, American made, everything. Like, people argue with Chris, the owner of Freedom Fatigues, who's usually on the show with me, all the time about, like, oh, your shit's not 100% American made. You're just saying that. No, it is 100% American made. From literally, like, the cotton that's used in the shirts, the fabric that's used, the material coming together from the raw materials, the ink that's used, the stitching,
Whole 9 yards.
everything's
The whole
100% American
shebang.
made. Fucking badass. The only company probably out there that's selling that kind of apparel that can say that. So freedomfatigues.com, make sure you check it out. But somebody's going to get $25 to Freedom Fatigues. Did we get Teresa Graybill on there?
We did not.
All right, Teresa Graybill,
Teresa.
you are number 125. 125. So we're going to go to the Freedom Wheel here. And let me add some numbers. So I got to add a couple more.
Graybill?
Graybill, yep. 125.
Butchered the spelling on her first name. I don't know why I can't spell Teresa. Sorry, Teresa.
All right, so here we go. We're going to go over, switch screens here. There we go. Sarah Yates said shuffle it twice because she was the last winner. So here we go.
Time.
We are shuffling it. One. Nope, that was the wrong shuffle.
Well,
Hold on. There we go. 1 and 2. Got so many screens. It's like, which one was I supposed to shuffle? All right, we ready?
ready.
FreedomFatigues.com.
On your
$25 gift card.
Get set.
When you hear it rack.
It made my ear ring even. I like it. If it's right by your ear,
Yeah,
it'll ring.
It's freedom. That's freedom
That's
actually
That's
ringing.
the ring of freedom in my ear
That is
as it goes down.
Freedom actually ringing.
Freedom ring.
All right, here we go. Who's it going to be? $25 to freedomfatigues.com. I almost said $25 to gift card. 113? No, that's Gavin.
No,
116,
it's going past that.
119.
I'm guessing like 118.
Shit, it might be. Is that?
Uh-oh, did she double clutch it?
She just, she did.
What did I say, Sarah?
Holy shit.
Run the table.
Sarah damn Yates. Holy shit.
Very good, Sarah.
Is cleaning
Good for you.
house
Congratulations.
today. She is cleaning up today.
$25.
Sarah, $25
Oh,
to Freedom Fatigues. Oh, man.
I'm out.
Yeah, I don't think I'd
I'm
go any
out.
more than that.
I can get that cheaper.
$25 at freedomfatigues.com. Sarah's cleaning house. She's got a magazine and a $25 gift card. Damn. All right.
Good for you, Sarah.
If she wins a third time in a row, we're saying this shit's rigged.
Ah.
All right, so congratulations, Sarah. We got tons more giveaways, so don't go anywhere.
There's no way on that.
We have one viewer that has not commented, apparently, because it says we have 26 and we have 25 on the list, so I don't know who that is. But if you are not, if you haven't commented yet at all, or heard a number next to your name, then make sure you comment so that we get you on the list and can get you on the next giveaways. We still got ammo to give away. We might have multiple things of ammo. I don't know.
You're giving that to me for my new gun
Is that what it is?
to take with
Mini
me.
shells. 12 gauge mini shells. I love them. All right, so let's talk about, where's my paper going here? There we go. All right, so we'll start with the Republicans. The Republican today came out, Republican Conference Chair Lady Elise Stefanik. I have terrible names, so just bear with me on that. She introduced legislation today aimed at promoting gun training and safety in the wake of several mass shootings across the United States. Stefanik is joined by Richard Hudson and Carol Miller in introducing the Firearms Proficiency and Training Act. This was intended to counter the Democrats' proposed gun control mandates. So they're trying to do something pretty much to appease the Democrats, it sounds like. The GOP lawmakers say that their bill will empower Americans training, safety, and storage of firearms rather than forcing them to do so through anticipated Democratic proposals. So the bill will empower gun owners by incentivizing them to purchase gun safety and storage equipment as well as training and safety courses. So pretty much what they're going to try to do is they're going to offer a tax deduction for any kind of concealed carry course, gun safety class, safe purchases, so buying safes, things like that. Each deduction would be maxed at $250. So that is the Republicans' answer to try to do something and say that they were doing something
It's
for
interesting
gun
approach.
control. I don't think it's a terrible thing personally. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's just it's unnecessary. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, so now we're just gonna hand out $250 tax.
Hey, they want to
deductions.
hand out shit for everything else
But
that
that's
you don't
true.
get to take advantage of.
Exactly.
So piss on them,
And if it does incentivize people that would normally not take a safety class, I
Right.
mean, it works out great for me because I teach CPL classes.
They should
So-
go more. I just bought like a $4,000 safe. I say $4,000.
That's what I said. I'll buy all kinds of safes if I'm
Right.
getting money
Hey,
back
you
on
want
them.
to get serious about this, man?
So that's what the Republicans are proposing.
All your trips to the gun range, submit your receipts at the end of the year. All your range time, get tax deduction.
Steven said, sounds like another way to put you on a federal gun
Yeah,
ownership list to
exactly.
me. So I agree with that 100%. The problem is that we're already on that list. Like, people don't realize it. People want to
Right.
argue about it all the time. We are all already on that list. If you bought
How
a gun.
are you not on that list? What are you submitting?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
submitting?
that's just Michigan anyway, though. But
Sure, but
like, okay, so Matt bought a Taurus GX4.
black and tan,
Still clear.
clear.
We're playing with ammo, so just
Yeah,
wanted
I
to check.
make sure.
Bought a Taurus GX4. He bought this gun through my FFL. I have a federal firearms license. All I am as a federal firearms dealer is a records keeper for the ATF. That is literally all I am as a federal firearms dealer. I pay them to keep their records. It's stupid. So whether he likes it or not, even though Michigan has a pistol sales record that has to be turned in or supposed to be turned in, if Matt didn't turn that in, his gun's not registered in Michigan. They already know he has this gun.
Right.
If they want to pull my records, they can do so at any time, and they have every list of everybody that's ever purchased a gun from me. So
I don't know. I
It's
just
already
really, when they key that shit in the computer, I mean, if you trust that it's only gonna not go everywhere, then fine, trust that. But I think it goes probably more than places than you think.
oh, it does.
But then again, I don't know what triggers them to do anything. It's certainly not volume.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
yeah. Mark said just go back to teaching it in schools. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
They should definitely teach firearm safety in schools.
Absolutely.
I've
Young
actually
age too.
I've actually brought that up, and I offered to teach it in Huron Valley schools where my son goes. I would love to.
How
Why
old
not?
are the kids in the most tragic of accidents that stumble upon guns? I mean, some of them are
They're
really young.
young.
So you can start this pretty young and actually
start it
maybe
young.
save a kid's life.
So that exactly, and that's the thing is like people. I still do. I get death threats over Colton holding guns in pictures. Literally, I get death threats. Like it's not a very uncommon thing, and I just laugh at it because I look at these things and I'm like, so you have a problem with me teaching gun safety to a child? Like, if you don't teach this stuff, you create curiosity. Without teaching guns, let the kids handle the guns. Let them see the guns. Let them understand the guns, that they're a tool and it's not something that they play with. And then Colton has no curiosity. So if he went over to his friend's house and his friend's dad's got a gun out on the counter, forgets to put it away or whatever, gun sitting on the counter, I guarantee Colton would be the kid that his friend's like, oh, look at my dad's gun. And Colton be like, no, put that thing down.
Don't touch that.
Or he'd grab it, unload it, rack it,
Colton
clear be like, bitch is clear. All right, tell your dad not to leave this shit out because you're not responsible.
And shit out of it. Now it's disabled. Like Tony. But I mean, that is the point. That is the point. And actually, again, another thing, and I'm not saying it was a great speech, but that was one thing that McConaughey pointed out too, that he grew up in Texas. He was born there where this happened. And he's just taught at a young, early age about firearms and firearm safety and responsible gun ownership. And I think that's really the bigger conversation. It's okay. We can talk about responsible gun ownership. I mean, obviously, there are some bad gun owners out there that their guns have gotten loose and their kids have gotten them and have, harmed themselves or others.
Well,
there's all these terrible
There's definitely
stories.
bad gun owners. I mean, you can't deny that.
But, man, to put it in the schools, to have kids shoot, even maybe if you could, and, I think it'd be great, but at least some basic firearm safety.
Yeah, exactly.
But, man, if you could have them out at least fire a 22 off, you have no idea, I think, how much that actually would prevent help.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
But they just think it leads immediately to them getting a military-grade assault weapon killing machine of war, and everybody's gonna die.
Yeah,
because you're Republican. You hate babies.
You hate babies.
But yet they fucking never mind. I'm not even gonna go.
No, you like babies. You hate children. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Dixie Gunworks is Chris. Chris is the owner of Dixie Gunworks. Dixie Gunworks is like the not just guns of, I believe you're in South Dakota, correct, Chris? It's a badass gun shop, and he is like the range master. Like, this dude does all the ranges at all the major events, NRA shows, SHOT Show out in Vegas, Gun Fest at Sturgis this year. He's doing all this. He's doing all this stuff. So he knows a little bit about this whole ATF FBI stuff. So, like he said, FBI has the record as soon as the FFL dealer calls in the background check, instantly. And you're 100% right. The second I call in a background check, they don't know exactly which gun it is, but they know that Matt Brennan today bought a pistol. When I do the background check, they know immediately that he bought a gun. So, Utah. That's right. I don't know why. Oh, I was thinking Gun Fest. Sorry, man. I changed Marcy's thoughts about guns. I didn't know that. What was Marcy's thoughts about guns before? She didn't like guns or she was afraid of guns? I didn't know this, Jeff. Apparently I changed my niece's thoughts on guns, which I'm glad.
I got a neighbor. He's a pretty good guy. And him and his wife divorced, so they share custody of the kids. They bounce back and forth. His one daughter's in high school. His son, I think, is almost a junior high, or he's in junior high type of age. And he's like, man, their mom. He's like, they're so free. He's a gun guy. He loves guns. He's always, he loves, seeing the Tommy gun and different shit I bring home. But he's into shooting. He's got ARs and pistols and that. He went to Not Just Guns and met
nice.
And bought two guns when he was there. And, I got him hooked on the store.
Why is he on here?
Yeah, I got to get him on here, actually. But he's like, oh, man. He goes, I even get a gun out of him. Like, because they freak out, and it's just funny how, mom's raising them. It's terrible run, and here you got dad who's a responsible gun owner, and mom should probably just stay out of that one, let dad handle that subject. The kids would probably be better off for it. But he's like, his daughter makes a big deal, and she's of high school age.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Dad, I can't believe you have these guns.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is
She's being
it's
brainwashed.
uneducated. It's uneducated. That's all it is, and it's the media, the schools, everybody that's just popping that in this kids' heads all the time.
Like I'm blowing through that front door. She's gonna really wish her dad had one of them guns.
That's exactly it. Exactly it. Teresa said, as a grandmother to 8, I truly believe that gun training and safety should be taught in schools, and I agree 100%. Yep.
For sure.
JJ said all my kids and grandkids know about gun safety and know how to handle one as well. Red flag if you didn't buy one today. I don't know who he's talking about. But yeah, so that's what the Republicans were talking about. So then you got the other extreme on this, and this is the freaking abortion in New York. It's ridiculous. Rob said it's our job to inform and educate the sheeple 100%. And unfortunately, they don't always listen. They don't want to listen. They don't want to learn. They're afraid. They've been told to be afraid.
Yep.
My favorite students that I ever have come through my classes are anti-gun people. And it happens. People are like, they don't come take classes. They do. And those are the anti-gun people. I put it in quotes because they come in anti-gun. They leave. How the fuck do I buy one? How do I get one of those? That was fun. That was awesome. Empowering. I want one of those. Like you talk about like women's empowerment. Put a gun in their hands.
Let them shoot.
Let them shoot.
Yeah.
Let them protect themselves.
Yeah.
Like that's it, and it's so funny because you hear about all this stuff and you hear these people, and I've had them in, like I said, in class, that they come into my class and they're like, oh, there's no I don't think you're going to change my mind, but I wanted to take a class first, at least to educate myself so that I had an educated argument. And I'm like, I respect that 100%.
Yeah.
Like, and if you leave my class and you still, I don't like guns, I don't want to touch them, okay.
Fine.
At
Not
least
for
you educated yourself and tried and had something to talk about and to look at. Not just what the media is telling you. But I've never had one. I've never had one to this day that walked out of class like, I still hate guns.
The argument's so shallow, you almost can recite what they're even going to say. Because it's totally just a bought narrative. It's not even their own. They just throw out the key words they're told to throw out there. It's ridiculous.
Oh, so Marcy thought they were scary and they kill people and animals. That's what she thought a few years ago. And that's because that's what was spoon-fed by the media, that she, when she saw an ad on YouTube or whatever, and the schools, and it's unfortunate, and I'm glad that she was able to watch. Sometimes she watches Pew Pew Nation, and I bought her a gun 2 years ago for her birthday. So she's all about it. She comes over, she looks at all my stuff all the time, she loves it, which is good. It's good that she is educated on it now and she understands.
Right.
Linus said that's why you're not allowed to touch a handgun in New York unless if you have a handgun permit. Think how many people will get their handgun permits if they were actually allowed to fire one first. It's true.
How good's the handgun permit thing working in New York for crime?
Oh, it works. It works great. You can see because that's the thing is criminals. If there's more laws, they'll follow them.
Well, of course.
Right.
Oh, right.
Because that's what we need. We need more laws in order for the criminals to follow them, so we can prevent tragedies.
They just don't know what not to do. So
they have to be told what not to do.
Be trained what not to do.
Yeah.
So somewhere it wasn't taught to them in their life that you know.
So anyway, so the abortion that we call New York, I'm just calling it an abortion. That's what it is at this point. So the governor, Kathy, I don't even know how to spell her name or say her last name. Hoochel?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Kathy Hoochel. She signed a 10-pack of gun control legislation that was rushed to her desk. It was like 48 hours. They had to write these
Bodies
this
aren't even
legislation.
cooled off yet.
Yeah, let's get this stuff done. So she signed all this stuff Monday. And here is the list of what she signed. So there's a whole article here. I'm not reading the whole thing, but the number one, the first thing is, where'd it go? There it is. I'm on the wrong page. Got all my pages mixed up here. So here we go.
Get ready for this.
Raising, yeah.
First one that she has.
First one.
Go.
Raising the minimum age to purchase semi-automatic rifles to 21. Number 2. Banning body armor to anyone not employed by police or security guard services.
Wait. What? How does that make anybody safer?
It makes everybody safer by making them
If you have
unsafe.
body armor, they got the government wants to be able to kill you if they need to.
Yes.
Next.
Allowing medical professionals to seek red flag law gun seizure orders.
How does that work, right?
So
somebody on the red flag thing is just the scariest thing
it
to
is
me
scary as
whatsoever
hell because anybody could just say that you are.
you could be into it with your neighbor or something and they could get pissed off, an ex-girlfriend or wife or
Anybody, literally anybody.
Like I get there's red flags
you
out there,
legit
but usually that shit's so obvious and it's kind of like a judge failed to do their job,
Yes.
the court system obviously failed to do their job. But we don't need everybody getting involved in red flag laws unless there are other laws to counter those red flag laws, which means you try to fuck me with red flag and you're lying. I just wanted to do that.
Just wanted to do it that way. Linus said that she wasn't even elected into that position.
No,
I don't know that story.
Yeah, no, she's interim because fucking Como.
Oh yeah.
Right? He was groping
that's right.
bitches.
That's
and
right.
Yeah, he was
bad.
he's bad. He's a raper.
Raper.
I mean, he did all kinds. It's terrible, but that's what these people do and think they can get away with it, and it got out there somehow. So,
only red flag needed is the one showing chamber clear at the range. I like it. Dixie Gunworks said you can't add a plate to a kid's backpack. Don't save the kids. Yeah, that's a good point. Because that is a big thing right now.
I see what you did there.
That's a good thing right there. That's a big thing right now is adding a plate to a backpack. They make backpack plates that are ballistic, rated. They're bulletproof plates that go in their backpack so they can shield themselves with their backpack. I was actually gonna get Colton one. Why not? Because why the hell not? So yeah, that's
this is awesome.
You can't have body armor. You can't, you can, anything could be a red flag. That's what's funny about that, and that's what's scary about it. It's not funny, is you could literally piss somebody off at the grocery store. Like, oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was in the middle of the aisle, and if they could find out your name, they could literally open up a red flag that could get you. I could be wearing this shirt, and they could be like, oh, he likes guns.
Whoa.
We got to say that there's a red flag. He's unstable.
Your or mine Facebook pages, Red Flag City, like our day on New Year's Eve
every
day at the range.
You want to see? You want to see a red flag? Here you go.
I got the Biden mag, the Sniffy Sniff mag.
Hold on. Red flag. Here's my Facebook page right now.
Oh, just
That's
wait.
the bottom of my Facebook page.
You know what's coming next.
Account restricted. Red flag is right next to it.
They're going to Maddie beat
I'm already,
your ass next.
I'm already red flagged on that shit.
They're going to delete you next.
Fuck them.
All right, where were we?
All right, where were we? Next.
For the first couple batches of nonsense.
Next abortion here. Oh, that's a good one. Micro-stamping pistols. You got to micro-stamp them. We've already talked about that on the show before. Indiana Pro 2A his kid has a bulletproof backpack, a bullet-resistant plate in there. Linus just said they also passed micro-stamping in New York. Don't know the particulars. They don't know the particulars. That's the problem.
Right.
But that's in there. Some measures seen by pro-gun groups as a slow-motion gun ban, which is pretty much what it is. Here's a good one. Here we go. You got to double rack it for this one.
Yeah, right.
Double rack for this one. Banning pistols with arm braces. Oh, no. Why would
The
we?
dreaded arm brace.
So we hate kids, is what we're saying in New York, and we hate the handicapped. We hate anybody that's handicapped in New York as well. Fuck them.
Why make a gun any more safer to shoot or
Yeah.
more stable to shoot?
Yeah.
It should just all over the place because remember, these are fully automatic war machines that
Fully-
shoot 1 billion rounds of fucking ammo per second.
Blow your lungs
And
out.
blow the lungs.
Just by racking it. Lungs blown out, pff, we're dead.
Hope you
All right, hold on.
this.
We're not done. We're not done. Eliminating the grandfathering of magazines capable of holding more than 10 rounds.
You son of
So
a
you
bitches.
can't even be grandfathered in
Oh!
if you have a 30-round magazine.
Come on.
Or a 11-round pistol
So
magazine.
that means
you
they
can't
have
even
to
be grandfathered
confiscate.
in. Yeah, it have to be a compensation, right?
It's
Or-
confiscate
or
because
they're
the buyback, which I
mandatory.
always wonder, like, so how much how do they figure the value of a gun
So
in the
that's
buyback?
what I told
Oh.
Bowie today. I said, so if that happened across the country and they were like, you cannot grandfather in, you got to get rid of them all. My 30-round mags are worth $25,000 a piece.
At least.
That is the only price.
No. I'm buying a Gulfstream by this time. This shit's over with, man. I'm not working anymore.
And it sucks. I only own 2 of them too. But 25 grand a piece. Screw you guys. All right, we're not done. Don't worry, we're not done. My dad said, "Why do you need a wrist brace when you're holding it sideways over your head?" It's true. It's true. Kill shot. Linus said you can't own a handgun in New York if it weighs more than 60 ounces. You can't own a Deagle. I'm pretty sure my Deagle weighs more than 60 ounces, actually. I don't know. That's amazing.
That's a good one. That's nice. We got weight.
The
limits
government,
on guns now.
Zach said the government can't pass a background check. That is true.
They
All right,
cannot.
so let's keep going with the list here. Racket. We need a rack here.
I
Creating.
got outbid on something. Sorry.
Oh, damn. Creating the crime of making a threat of mass harm. So they're creating a new crime called making a threat of mass harm.
But you can't threaten mass harm anyways because that's a terroristic threat.
Oh, is that what it is? It's
Well, I
already
mean,
against
it
the
would.
law?
We
It's
pretty
already
much.
against the law, but people have done
pretty
it,
sure
right? So how
that-
does that work if people have done
They
it?
just talked about somebody they hauled into jail. There's a kid that threatened to go shoot up a school. They got him, right? Good. They
Yeah,
got him.
good.
Something
Yeah.
worked in the system
Yeah.
that's out there designed to catch this shit. Somebody actually did their job. And so they thwarted this horrific crime that could have been, right? And it was all based on that. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
So then there's the next one. Mandating social media networks in New York to report and work with the task force on social media and violent extremists. Because that's the new. That's also I accidentally skipped that one. I added them together because that's a new task force that they're creating as well.
Great. I love task force. Wasn't our vice president heading up a task force for the border?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking great.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
create
right.
more of those.
Yeah, task force always works so well just to eat up funds. It's like the
Good Lord.
ATF justifying to have a job. They just the ATF might as well be a task force at this point. Useless. And then the last one. This one is one of my favorites. Banning those under 18 and not accompanied by a parent from entering certain locations of a gun dealer's premises and requiring expanded reporting to state and federal gun databases.
Oh, this.
So, I don't know, are there like Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's and stuff in New York? Like, is that a thing in New York? I don't know. I don't really know much about New York because I don't go there.
To
'cause I hate
certain
it, but-
areas. So, like, what area of the gun shop?
Yeah, certain areas.
Are we
so maybe
allowed
you
to
can
go
walk
in
in the
then?
vestibule, but you can't walk in to where there's guns. I don't really know. So like if that was something that like so this whole thing is talking about how like they want to adopt this legislation throughout the whole country. Oh, I'm a federally licensed firearms dealer.
Should you be?
Out out of my house. So Under 18, not accompanied by an adult. So does that mean if I walked out of my house, am I breaking my own laws? Because Colton would be, if he was in the house watching TV or something, and I walked outside, I wasn't accompanying him anymore?
Does it say on here? Like, where did they come up with this shit?
How does that work exactly?
Oh, the task force too. I mean,
Oh man,
this is awesome. So they got some new group of fucking G-men that are gonna come around and get our shit. And
yeah.
well,
The task force. So
yeah, New
this
York,
is-
because all the stuff they've done thus far has worked so well. Yeah, I mean, things are great. People are just dying to go to New York City. And
Gavin
walk
wants
down
to know if
the
they're going to have to make the store create a back room area like a porn shop.
street.
Video store.
They don't care if you're 18-year-olds and all that going there.
Yeah.
Hell, they don't. They want to show your kids porn in school now
Yeah.
at Colton's age or younger. So that's okay. Expose them to that.
Yeah. In addition to those bills, the wench signed 2 executive orders and a referral to state attorney general on the intersection between social media and gun policy. This includes requiring state police to gun seizure orders under the state's red flag laws much more often, and to establish a dedicated squad within the New York State Intelligence Center to track domestic violent extremists through social media.
Well, that's got to be us, right?
Yeah,
Because
violent
we've got a
extremists.
gun on social
Pew
media
Pew
right
Nation
now,
Live.
so we're out.
Yeah, we're fucked.
We've pretty much screwed ourselves.
Yeah, we're screwed. We're
Thanks for
criminals.
having me on.
Creating criminals over here.
I mean, this
Pew
is
Pew
like
Nation
basically
Live.
what that says. I mean, like any Facebook post you ever make, if somebody wants to read into it a different way or however they want to, then
Yeah.
like you're gonna have to really think about some of the shit passes. You got to really think about like, well, should I put a picture of me and my wife shooting at the gun range? Because you could set somebody off, man.
Bring it,
Next
bitch.
thing you know, somebody knocking on your door. I'm gonna need all your guns.
Yep.
Social worker.
Yeah.
I hope.
Social worker, yeah, because they're going to take them.
Fuck.
Indy Toad said, I also like how in every other country silencers are required for hunting. Here in the U.S., special tax stamp cause because you're an assassin. Yeah, it's true. It's 100% true. Trust me, you should have a suppressor when you hunt because it is fantastic. You should have suppressors all the time. We should honestly just have suppressors in vending machines. You put a fucking quarter in, you get a
It
suppressor.
shouldn't be a pain in the ass like it is to get
That's
them.
how it should
I
be.
just don't understand what that.
Suppressors
what that
are another thing.
accomplishes.
So, like, here's actually a part of a suppressor that I happen to have sitting here. I took it out of my bag earlier. So, let's say this is a full suppressor, right? All this would be different in that it right here from what I'm holding, when it would have baffles inside it. It does nothing. It does literally nothing. It could sit there, I could drop it, I could roll it around. It's a suppressor.
You just wonder though.
It has baffles inside it that make a gun a little bit quieter and better to shoot.
That? What was it about that? At what point in time? Like, what was the major triggering event where they were like, "Boom, we got this, and we can get rid of these things, or we can make it really hard to get these things for people, and it's going to do what?"
And honestly,
And
I
it
bet
was
you it
done and
had something to
accomplished.
do with Hollywood.
What?
I bet you it had something
Yeah.
to do with Hollywood.
But like, what does it accomplish?
Uh,
The mass shooters use those?
Never.
Look at me, I'm saying mass shooter
Mass
now.
shooters.
I bought in.
Mass shooters. But that's the thing, is a suppressor, I've said it before on here, it's just nothing, it's nothing but a gun muffler. You have to have a muffler on your car. If I rip the muffler off my truck and on the way home I pass an officer, I will get pulled over and get ticketed for not having a muffler on my vehicle. Why should I not put a muffler on my gun? That's all it is. It's a little cylinder that has baffles
Yeah.
in it that...
I kind of like how loud my little short AR is.
I do
Because
too,
I think it
because
just-
they're loud and
make-
violent
make,
and awesome.
Make liberals cry
It does.
when I shoot
It
it.
does.
So I'm never going to suppress
It kind of
that
makes
gun,
me cry.
ever.
It makes me cry tears of joy.
Me too.
I
Tears of
literally every
happiness.
time I shoot a little
Tears of happiness.
short-barreled AR pistol with a
Shake.
brace on it too. Like
Yes.
I love it. I touch the brace. I'm like, you're so beautiful. You're such a good brace. and then I shoot it, and it's violent, and there's fireballs up flying out of it, and lungs exploding, and heads flying off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fantastic. Violence.
Rough,
Remember,
rough.
everything in the world has ever been solved by violence. It has.
True.
It's a true story. It's a true statement there. So why not make the most violent shit we can? Suppressors were put on the NFA list because of cattle lobby. I'll have to look that one up.
Interesting. Yeah.
Dixie Gunworks said Congress was going to vote on removing suppressors from the NFA Act 4 days after the Las Vegas shooting in 2017. Of course. 96 days on e-file Form 4 and waiting. Yeah. Yeah, so much for their fast system, 60 days or whatever.
Wow. They keep helping gun sales and all this shit by doing all the stuff they do in the media because, I mean, people are out buying the stuff, man, checking shit off the list. Because everybody's thinking, you know, well, when I get it,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get it.
Yeah.
So.
Rob asked, can you suppress the 12 gauge? You can suppress the 12 gauge. It's not the greatest setup in the world, but I've shot a suppressed 12 gauge, so.
I've seen they have them.
Yep. Silencer Co., I believe, makes that suppressor for a 12 gauge. It's this giant thing, like it literally is like it would extend this fucking thing this.
And it's
long.
like a can too, right?
It's a fucking huge. Big ass, yeah. It's crazy. Thing's big. All right, let's give some shit away. I'm tired of this.
You know, people at the
government
range
talk
think that
bullshit.
the Falker's got a silencer on it because of that.
Yeah,
that
because the muzzle brake on there.
Muzzle brake.
Yeah.
They're like,
don't suppress the rack. Please rack again. Do we just have to have the shockwave with us?
don't tap me with a good time.
We just gotta have the shockwave on every episode now.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, we didn't. Well, let's give something away, and then we'll talk about the shockwave and why I bought the shockwave. Because, like, a lot of people will be like, "Why did you buy the shockwave? What was the fucking point of that?" I'm gonna tell you guys in just.
Hey, I bought one. I don't even know why, but I bought one because.
Linus said suppressors. Eric said I need a muffler for the FNAR. That's not hard, dude. GSL, my favorite can. SWAT 5 on that FN. Ooh, yeah. GT Mag would work too. They got some badass suppressors.
What model FN? You know, what do you get?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I know they're all like FN15s or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Linus said suppressors came about during the Great Depression. Cattle ranchers were afraid of poachers. Hence, they lobbied to get suppressors on the NFL list. NFL? Same fucking thing. NFA list. Since back then, no one could afford $200. I can't afford $200 right now. That's some bullshit.
right.
I got an SBR coming too. I gotta fucking pay $200 for. Bullshit. Let's give something away that'll really piss people off.
Lung blowers?
Lung blowers.
A pack of lung blowers.
American Gunner lung blowers from Hornady. Come on, focus on it so you guys can see. No, it's not going to. So
Somebody's
these are
gonna put that on a box, on a package.
oh, guaranteed. So these are 9mm Luger Plus P 124 grain XTP lung blowers.
I like shooting heavier grains.
They got a muzzle velocity of 1,175 feet per second. And it says right here, made in the USA to remove lungs from body. That's what it says.
It does say that.
So we're giving them away because
True
why
story.
not? Because that's what we do here. There you go. Remove lungs from body. There, focus finally. All right. Lung blowers. All right, Sarah's on top of this shit. Sarah,
She's
you better not
she's
win
sharp.
again.
She's sharp.
All right, we got Linus is 126. That was the last one we added, I believe.
Yeah, I think I got everybody on there.
Gavin said 118 is no longer eligible.
Ha!
3 times the speed of light, Linus said. Yes. And it literally says that on the new Hornady packages. That's pretty cool. Made in the USA. Blow lungs out of your body. Damn, Hornady. Nice work. American Gunner. 25 cartridges. Eric Johnson has the FN-15 Patrol Carbine M-Lock.
Okay.
Nice. All right, let's give that shit away. Sarah said, what was her number? 5. Sarah said 5. So let us switch this. There's so many steps to do this. All right, there we go. Linus, you are 126. I believe that Linus was the last one. Let me make sure here. God damn it, stop going all the way down. Linus was the last one to be added so far. If we missed anybody, you don't have a number, then you better speak up right now, or you will not be eligible for the lung blowers. So we're going to shuffle this thing 5 times.
Yeah, Eric, I want that.
Dixie Gunworks said, give mine to Sarah if I win. All right, here we go. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right, we ready?
Yes.
I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. I think you're full of shit.
I was checking my fucking.
Dude.
I got an auction item.
How do we start the wheel?
Sorry, man. Auction. I got
Now we're ready.
Going on. Hit it. The M4 military collectors, the FN-15 that the next AR.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty sweet. It just looks cool.
All right, there was 118. It's coming back around, though. God damn it.
Oh, it's got enough steam.
Look at that. It does. It really does. Dude,
Might go buy it even now.
Oh,
boy.
shit. It is so close to
boy.
118. Sarah, if you win again, I don't know what I'm doing.
It's going to be...
It's fucking close. Oh, my God, it's close. 106?
No,
Nope, it's not going to make it.
108.
Who's 108? 108. Oh, is it going to stop, though?
This is a big enough wheel because there's not many entries.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot more predictable.
We got 108.
108.
108
Who's that?
is Noah Copes. Sorry if I butchered that one, too.
That's a nice score, Noah.
Noah, you got yourself
Lung blowers.
lung blowers.
Plus P's, 124 grain lung blowers.
Hell yeah. Turn it off. There we go. So congratulations, Noah. He is all sorts of excited. Woot!
Hell yeah.
Woo! Yeah, he just
Get it.
He just Ric Flaired with a T at the end.
Woot.
Woot!
He did a woot woot. Woot woot.
I like it. So congratulations, Noah.
Congratulations, Noah. Got some ammo.
We got some ammo. We got more giveaways though, so don't go anywhere. We got one that is not on the table that we're going to talk about. It's going to be badass.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
Yeah. All right. So congratulations, Noah.
Yeah, we got to get that.
See you, Linus. Thanks for joining. Bringing the wet dogs.
Oh yeah, it's raining.
It sounds like it's
right
pouring
now.
out there right now. Yeah.
It's good. We need it.
We do. All right. So, new gun. Let's talk about it. Why would anybody need a little tiny 12 gauge? The Mossberg 590S Shockwave.
Boom. That just happened.
That did just happen. So this thing is, I'm calling it my problem solver. That I'm writing an article on it, and the article is going to be called the problem solver and everything. I bought this thing at Not Just Guns last week, and I wanted this gun for a while because I had a problem to solve. And it actually came up with my my dad, and me and my dad were talking about camping, and I was like, I always bring an AR pistol with me camping. I always have pistols with me locked in the camper, in the truck, things like that. And I was like, all these new people camping, the campgrounds are all packed right now. A bunch of people bought campers. There's a lot of shit going on, and all these people in these campgrounds are totally clueless. So I'm like, it is like literally like if somebody wanted to come into a campground and clean up,
Oh yeah.
criminal-wise, they could come up and I mean, you can walk around broad daylight. People leave their campers wide open. They go out to the pool. They go out to dinner,
Yep.
whatever. And everybody's like happy-go-lucky in a campground. They're like, oh, nothing bad would ever happen in here because everybody's camping. You can walk right into a campground without camping in it, and nobody's going to stop you. Just walk through the gates.
Yeah.
There's no security or anything like that. So I started thinking about that, and I was like, man, if somebody broke into my camper, they're sleeping at night, whatever, my AR pistol is going to decapitate people, right? So it's going to go through like at least 40 campers by the time that bullet stops.
Oh yeah.
In all reality, an
Right.
AR has some velocity. Camper walls are nothing but like particle board and
Right.
fiberglass, pretty much foam, whatever. You're gonna have some major over penetration issues, and that's kind of where I started thinking about it. Me and my dad were talking about it, and I'm like, what the hell? I never really thought of that. Like even a pistol,
Yeah.
you're gonna have some over penetration to have to think about. And yeah, you might be able to take out the dude that broke into your camper, but if that round goes through that guy, or you miss a round and it goes through camper walls, it's probably going through the camper next to you, the
Right.
camper next to that, the camper next to that, till it finally hits something solid.
Yeah.
So I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, what the hell could I use then for camper defense? And it sounds funny, but it's a real thing. It's a real fucking struggle. So I had to think about something. So I came up with the Mossberg 590 Shockwave, the S model. So the S model is badass
You've
because
been looking at that thing on the wall and not just guns for a little while. now, too.
because you can actually shoot mini shells through the S right from the factory. So you can shoot 3-inch, 2 3/4, and the little tiny.
Can I open this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Give it up.
1 3/4 mini shells.
How many?
There's 20 in there.
Yeah. What are? Oh, 7.5.
7.5
Okay.
shot. Yeah. So these are the Aguila 7.5 shot.
Look at
There's
that
the
little
little
thing.
mini shell. I think you can fit 13 or 14 of them in the tube in this thing.
That's it. It's cute.
Isn't that cool? That is cool. So they're super low recoil. So like you could run regular 12 gauge in this thing, buckshot, bird shot, whatever you want to do, whatever your cell or your defense round would be. It's all blurry now.
Oh,
Hold on.
I did the close.
Yeah, but it usually goes right back. It didn't. There it goes.
There we
Okay.
go.
Sorry. You can run whatever you want. I like the idea of the mini shells. They're super low recoil. You get high capacity because, like I said, I think you could fit 13 or 14 mini shells in the tube. There's just this is like the ultimate problem solving firearm.
And you can
that-
shoot whatever. I mean, you can still shoot whatever shells you
You
want.
can shoot
out of it.
whatever shells
heavy
you want.
ones out
Yeah,
of
you
it
can
if
shoot
want.
whatever the hell you want out of this thing. It's just you have the ability to shoot whatever the hell you want at that point.
But for the
which is
purpose of
super
what you
cool.
said you got this for, which I had ordered the gun
Yeah.
because it just looked fucking badass, and you're like, I got one. I'm like, damn, now I gotta get it. And then you just gave me all the purpose in the world. So if I ever get a camper and go camping, I
Camper,
got
but
the
it's not
camper
just
gun.
camper though.
But
It's house.
I
it
did
can be
think about it.
home.
I started thinking of me, and I told you on
Yep.
the phone, I'm like, home protection. You're right, man. I mean, shit, that AR pistol I have is a bad mofo,
Yeah.
but I don't want to take Chuck out
I was
next
going to
door
say,
with
but
it.
your house, your neighbors are close.
Right.
Like it's not.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
on
know?
lakefront, so we live kind of on top of each
Yeah.
other,
Yeah, and
the
that's
other
the thing,
neighbor,
it's
a
like
few could go
over-
fling that fucking way, but
Over penetration. Yeah. Over penetration is an actual
it is.
issue.
I didn't even really think about it. And
I
you're
never
right,
thought
'cause I
about
was
it,
all
especially
about
in a
like
camper. Like
tactical 5.56.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
if you're shooting towards like down towards the lake, you're
yeah,
probably fine.
all day long.
But if you got to shoot out the side there, like you got your neighbors real close,
Nope, you're right. It's a good
So, like-
bedside gun, man.
Yeah, it's a good bedside gun. It's good for the camper stuff,
Stuff that
personal
fits under the
defense.
mattress.
Yeah, so this thing is actually going to get mounted in my camper. There's this little compartment behind, like over by the bed, that I'll be able to mount this thing. I'm looking for a good mount for it right now. I actually have a different pump coming for it from Streamlight. Has a built-in 1,000 lumen LED light in the front of the pump. So it's all built in with the strap
that's
still on
cool.
it. So you still have that ability to, you really, on one of these little guys, you really need that strap. Like,
Yeah,
you need something to put your hand through.
yeah.
I got a Crimson Trace laser saddle coming for this thing. So that saddle goes right on the side here. Looks factory. You never know it's there. pressure activated. So the second you touch like down in this area, the switch goes down there. That thing is pressure activated, so it'll immediately you'll have a laser. Your hand is the best mount. It's just a fantastic package for like $600 or less. Like I got a really good deal on this because I do a lot of work with not just guns, but like $600 or less, you'll find these for pretty much all over the place. Well, the 590S isn't easy to find, but when you do find one, that's about what the price is on them.
If you want to get one, call Not Just Guns.
Not Just Guns has a bunch coming actually.
That's right.
So, but that is it. I mean, this is my problem solver. Like honestly, like fit and finish on this gun. I've shot the Remington versions of these. I've never really messed with the Mossbergs. The fit and finish on this thing, like the finish is terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's fucking horrible. This thing's scratched to shit. I haven't done anything with
Mossberg. I mean, it's basically it's a 500 platform, right?
it. It is. Like look at all the scratches in this thing. Like it's just a really shitty finish on it.
Good thing it's not mine.
Yours is gonna look just as bad. Trust me. It was right from the fucking factory. But for what it is, like I said, it's a freaking problem solver. Yeah. It's not made to be a show gun. It's not made to do anything but protect you.
Eric Johnson probably is going to get one now.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's a fantastic, like if you're in an area where snakes are an issue and you're riding through your property or something, dude, fucking snake gun
sweet, man.
all day. Snake gun. Like,
I got a snake gun now.
The mini shells are the key, I think. I love the mini shells for personal defense. So Federal
on some of the auction right now.
Federal just came out with. Are you bidding on these ones or the Federals?
I'm bidding on those actually.
So Federal just came out with a mini shell. It's 8 double-aught buck in a mini shell.
Okay.
They're freaking badass. I got a couple boxes coming. That is actually what I will use for my camper defense or home defense or whatever else I decide to use this bad boy for. But that is it. The Mossberg 590 Shockwave 590S Shockwave. Fucking badass. You can even see in the light, like it just the finish sucks on it.
That's a smooth
really
barrel
does
too, right? That's not.
Yeah. There's a little bead sight on the top. You'll never use it.
Yeah.
That's why I got the laser saddle for it. Because let's face it, I'm not gonna hold this thing out and try to aim it. I'm shooting from the hip. Yeah. Like I'm dirty harrying the shit out of this thing, just fucking shooting away.
It's got hip shooter written all over it.
Fucking cool. You can actually get, like I was looking, I was like, I don't know how crazy I wanted to go with it. Like I just want to keep it pretty simple. So I got that light coming, I got the laser coming. But you could actually get like these heat shields and stuff that are like M-lock and all this. Okay. And you replace the cap and it's got like this big point, so it's like you can fucking stab somebody with it and shit.
Got like a bayonet.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, like it's cool. It looks cool, but
I feel like mine might go to Odin for some work.
It could use that.
It could look sweet though.
Like I would love to see one of these Cerakoted in like OD green. Nothing like crazy. Just
no, I'm thinking about like the pirate gun knockoff.
There you go.
Like
that would work good for that. That would work good for that. Definitely.
Switch that into a leather strap. Let me see this for a minute.
It's got mounting points on top, so you could mount.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You could put a rail on there.
You could put a rail on that too, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Because they have a version similar to this, I think, that is railed out.
It's
not a 590S.
They have
maybe a 590 platform.
There's another 590S that has all the rail system and all that shit as well. So you can get a lot of stuff for them. Yeah. There's a bunch of different stuff you can get, but so that's it. It's awesome. Yeah. Florida Python hunt on deck. That would be badass. I would love to do that. My brother said he's going to carry his new 10 mil if he wins it in his camper. Bear spray, baby. JJ said, just shoot the burglar in the leg like Bobo Biden said.
Yeah, exactly.
Gavin said, entertain making my Mossberg 520 gauge into something similar. Short barrels are impossible to find. You can make it a short barrel. It's not much to these barrels. I'm pretty sure they just cut those off. You can go to a gunsmith.
I know people have hacked them off, literally.
Your hand's the best mount. Indiana Pro said Indy towed my can launcher. I have a can launcher too. Those things are fantastic. The S is for snake gun. Yes.
You got one over your shoulder.
There's a snake over there. Or shoot through the door. Yep, you just shoot through the door. You can just rack the shotgun. You can go out on your balcony naked. Rack that baby.
Doorbuster.
Doorbuster.
Doorbuster, man.
Ballbuster.
Isn't there one they call the doorbuster?
It even says 1 3/4 to 3 inch. It'll
Up to
take
3.
everything.
Yeah.
It'll take everything.
Imagine shooting 3 out of there. You better hang on.
Dude, that'd be badass. 3 inch. I got
You
these
want to
3
make
inch
sure that's
Magnum.
going from the side to the hip.
I got these 3 inch Magnum slugs. I'm gonna do a video shooting them.
Bam!
So,
We're gonna have a shot.
John Ford, his brother, he even said it on here. Call my brother tomorrow for some old camper walls. So I'm gonna actually do a video. I'm gonna get some camper walls. John Ford's brother owns a camper place.
Oh, cool.
And he does a lot of like custom work. So he cuts chunks out and stuff like that, to mount new things or whatever. So I'm gonna actually I'm gonna meet up with him.
Half a dozen camper walls.
Yeah, a bunch of walls and put some ballistic gel or a pig or something in between to kind of simulate flash, and see how much that will actually go through.
For sure.
What the penetration is, and we were shooting 3 inch fucking Magnum slugs
Maybe
through that
for
bitch.
fun, we'll just we'll get out a shorty AR and
Just
we'll
we'll
all
show.
the way through it.
Yeah, we'll show exactly what the penetration. That's what I want to do. I want to do it with like an AR, a pistol, the shorties, all the different shotgun shells, and kind of just see. Because honestly, I'm curious. Like nobody's really done it, so I want to know what it does. So it'll be pretty sweet. Need a 590 AH for assholes. I could put an AH on there.
You can put a couple new assholes in somebody.
Yeah, that's it right there.
New asshole maker.
Isn't that thing just badass?
Badass.
Like if all else fails, you just turn this bitch around and
swing it. That's it.
Start swinging
You
it
don't
at people.
You don't want to take one of those to the face.
Need some lung tissue. That's awesome. All right, so while we're talking about Not Just Guns, I want to show you guys real quick here. Not Just Guns.
Check my auction.
They got their auction going right now.
Motherfucking Eric out there bidding against me. Told you, man, we need to be on the same page with this shit.
So So their auction is going right now. We talked about the auction before. How much time is left on some of those?
Well,
They're
some of
close
them,
to
a lot of the
being done.
ammos
Some
are
of them
closed. Some we got like 30 minutes on.
So just so you guys can see, I want to show you guys
I'm still winning on that one ammo lot. For
the
45.
Not Just Guns auction here. And so you guys can kind of see it and check it out and see what this is all about. So this is done once a month. It's the second Wednesday of every month is the auction. It starts on Monday, though. So bidding starts live on the Monday before. So today is the 8th. It ends, all the auctions end today, but there was bidding live on Monday the 6th. There is a lot of shit on here. So there's 55 lots of stuff. And it's, as you can see, it's everything from ammo, guns, accessories. You even got like smokeless rifle powder.
Yep.
I mean, you can get all kinds of stuff. This stupid Glock 19 Gen 5 I had to take pictures of. I hate this gun so much because it's white and it's ugly and it's stupid. But for $426, somebody's getting a damn good price there. Obviously, it's not over yet, but
right.
but yeah, they got all kinds of stuff. So you can see all the stuff that's on here. There you go, right there.
That climb quick.
Look at that. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah. I'm looking at the price on it.
It's a honey badger.
It's a honey badger.
Yeah, they're going to go for a lot.
So
the Not Just Guns auction's pretty badass.
cute,
I highly recommend checking it out after the show, and there's still going to be some stuff open, obviously. Some of them have ended, but there's still a lot open. for like what, 2 more hours on some of it. Oh, Matt's bidding on shit.
I don't know, 13.
Matt's literally bidding on something right now while we speak. Do you get it?
Well, I don't know.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do
It
it.
says say enter bid of at least. So does that mean
What?
it's already at that?
Oh yeah.
Shit, that's
yeah, no,
I
that's
can
way
get
out
that
of there.
for
Yeah,
less.
no, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're spoiled sometimes because of not just guns.
Yeah, that's true.
Some
That is
people
true.
get on the auction, and but there are deals to be made there still. I've gotten deals on it. But this particular one, somebody really decided they wanted it.
Dixie Gunworks said, "Keep talking about Glocks like that," and I'm sending Colton one. You can send him one. That's fine. I'll have that bitch over at Continuous Precision so fast to make it a not Glock. Chris.
That's just me.
Chris would be a Glock guy. No, I don't not like Glocks. I just don't like Glocks. They just don't fit my hands right. I just don't like give me a 43X or 48 all day long. I love that frame. 19s though, they're just bulky and weird. I just don't like them. But once you do a little custom work to them, a little stippling, stuff like that, I start to like them. I got a couple. I
don't own. I do not own a Glock.
You gotta buy
I
one.
own
You need
Glock mags
Yeah.
for the Falker and the
yeah.
the flipper gun.
Oh yeah.
The hell.
Keltec.
Yes.
Yeah. Sub
The
2000.
Sub 2000.
All right. So the other thing that we got going on, real quick, we got one more giveaway, and we're giving away. I don't have one with me, but we're giving away a copper coin. So if you haven't seen, we have a big ass giveaway going on right now.
Yeah, we gotta get. Look,
we gotta get this thing
spots
out of
left.
here,
You guys
man.
gotta buy.
We gotta,
more
yeah, we gotta do.
I
we
got
gotta
a ton.
Get this thing going.
I probably got the most spots by far right now, so I have the best chance of winning this thing. So you guys better start buying spots.
You do have a much better chance. So I'm going to put this up here real quick. It's probably going to be huge. I got to make it small, but there you go.
Can't win if you don't play.
Yep. This is the giveaway we currently have going on. Make that a little smaller so you guys can see the whole thing. Cover Matt with it because damn.
Who gave that child that war machine?
Isn't that's just terrible. But you can win a POF Roaring Rebel. How badass is that?
I hope I win it.
Yeah. So it's 22. If you guys haven't seen what this thing is, it's a 22. It's pretty much an AR and a Tommy gun. Had a baby, and it's still a baby with the 22 round. It'll put holes in lungs. You can patch them. But it comes with a 30 round mag. It takes 10 Ruger 1022 magazines. It is such a badass gun. Comes in a guitar case. It's such a freaking badass gun, and I'm giving one away.
I need it.
All you have to do is go get your 1 ounce solid copper coins. They're $10 each. With every coin you purchase, you get a spot in the giveaway. You can purchase multiple coins, or you can choose to pay whatever you want to pay for your coin. And every $10 that you pay, you get a spot in the giveaway. So we have I posted yesterday, it was like 74 spots left, but then I did the math and I started looking up where I was and everything, and somehow I messed that up. And there's about 88 spots left.
Okay.
So we got to fill it. So they are over at PewPewNationUSA.com. You can get as many spots as you want. The more spots, the better.
Yep.
The POF Roaring Rebel is almost impossible to find. There was a special edition gun.
Right, they only made so many, right?
Yeah, Patriot Ordnance Factory only made so many of this gun. I could barely get one. The reason I have 2 of them, which is funny in itself, is because I purchased one because Not Just Guns got one, and I had to have this gun. I was like, I have to have it. I'm supposed to do an article on it. POF could not get me one. So I was like, Not Just Guns has one. Fuck it, I'll buy it because I want it. Make some money back on the article when I write it, stuff like that. Well, then all of a sudden, out of the blue, POF was like, oh, by the way, we found you one.
Yeah, it was
So we're going to send it. So they sent me one. So now I have 2. And I'm like, I don't need 2 guitar cases, 2 POF Roaring Rebels. So let's give it away. Why not?
Give it away.
I just got to, I had to pay for it from POF still, so that sucks, but obviously we're doing that. So we got, if we can get that filled, like I know a lot of you guys that are on here have bought multiple spots. I'm telling you, if you only have 5 spots, you haven't bought multiple spots. Like,
No.
Matt's got 25 probably.
I got a bunch.
Mark Rigdon, if he's still on here, Mark's probably beating everybody. Honestly, he's probably beating.
He's
you.
halfway to
Mark
the gun.
Mark's halfway to the gun at this point. Yeah, he wants that thing bad. So the more spots that you purchase, the more coins that you purchase, obviously, the more chance you have of winning that bad boy.
I might go buy
So,
20 more spots.
I'm telling you, you guys fill that. If we fill that thing up, if we do it this week, next week on Pew Pew Nation Live, we will give that bad boy away on the Freedom Wheel. Pretty badass.
Fill it up. Fill it up. What do we got? Some gun legislation just went through. I'm looking at a comment here.
Make it look like a Nerf gun. It is a Nerf gun. What are you talking about? Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Colton's holding his Nerf gun. It's so badass, man. These things are so sweet. And the guitar case. The fact that it comes in a Save Your guitar case is just so freaking cool. Like, you gotta have one. It's that gun you just have to have. Mark said he needs more coins. Rob got 6 now, I think. I believe you're right, Rob. You need about 20 more to have a chance here, I feel. No, even with 1 coin, you guys have a chance.
Hey,
1
you got
spot.
somebody
you got
with
a
the one,
chance.
the guy that wins it with 1's my hero.
Yeah.
You go
And
in
it's
there with
happened.
$10.
Dude,
and
it's
you win
happened
it.
before.
I mean,
We've
shit.
given shit away on this show that was
The way
like
this
one
wheel
person.
works,
Yeah, you never know.
It could totally happen.
Yep. JJ said the House passed the gun bill. I don't know what yet. I just came across my headlines on my phone.
Raise the buying age of 21 just for ARs or
Who knows?
state
They'll
deal?
say
I'll have to check
it's
it
for
out.
AR, semi-automatic ARs.
Yeah, there you go.
Which it'll be all semi-automatic fucking guns. Whatever. Fuck them.
I'm glad I'm 40 this
Fuck
year.
'em at this point,
It's
yeah.
gonna take a while to catch up to my age bracket.
Yeah. So there you go. So make sure you guys jump on PewPewNationUSA.com, hit that giveaway tab, and get your coin. And it's a badass coin too. I don't have one with me. I forgot to grab one. I thought I had one, but I don't. Actually, maybe I do.
Uh-oh.
Is there one in this?
Uh-oh.
I had one in one of my range bags that I always bring guns in, but I think it's the other one that has the my lever action in it. So John Ford said the bill would also prohibit the sale of ammunition magazines with a capacity of more than 15 rounds. Yeah, well, fuck you.
What is that? Just past the house. That ain't getting all the way through.
Yeah, and kiss my ass.
15 rounds, so that's still a shit ton pile of magazines. That wouldn't be.
Yeah, all the 30 rounders.
Good thing I bought like all the big.
55 pages worth of shit. See,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Good
And
luck.
there's all this other shit
Yeah,
that
read
transgenders
that
get
fucking
fucking.
bill.
If you identify as transgender, you probably get a
You get a free
fucking
lunch at
Porsche or
school.
something.
Because they're going to take lunches away from your kids if you don't support this shit. That was
Yeah.
one thing he threatened to do.
Yeah, kiss my ass.
Fucking commie bastard.
All right, so we're gonna give away
We'll
a
pass
coin
the
plus a
Senate.
giveaway. So somebody, even if you already have your giveaway spots, whatever, we're giving away a coin right now plus the giveaway spot. So you get a free coin and giveaway. Pretty badass. Won't pass Senate. That's a Dixie Gunworks said. Yeah, it won't. There's no
Yeah.
way. All right, so
Of course, it's going to pass the House. A huge majority now. So.
we're going to spin the wheel, and we will see who gets their free spot on the Freedom Wheel for the POF Roaring Rebel, that bad boy. You might have to peel it out of Colton's hands because he was so mad at me when I said I was getting rid of one of them. It's like, no, we need 2, Dad. Like, Colton, what do we need 2 of these for? Because it's freaking cool. And I'm like, it is cool.
Father and
It's
son,
badass.
Tommy gun shooting down.
Yeah, it's badass, but no, we don't need 2. So, all right, let's give it away, and then we're going to get out of here. Switch this over to the
On
wheel.
my back patio.
Uh-oh. Who was our last winner? Noah. Pick a number
Noah.
1 through 7. I think Noah already did, but
Noah got ahead of it too.
I think so, but I don't
Viewers
know.
are just moving us.
Oh, yeah,
right
he said
along.
6. So Noah already said 6. All right. Let's do this thing.
Lung blowers away.
Lung blowers away. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're on the right screen here. Are we ready? Spin it.
Spin that mother.
Spin that baby.
Burn,
So
baby, burn.
some people have gotten off, I noticed on here.
Oh. Okay.
Which is all right, but if they win, they don't win.
You gotta
So
be present.
you got to be present on these ones. On the POF Roaring Rebel, like the big giveaways, you don't have to be present. But
We're gonna get it in right at 9 o'clock here.
yeah, we are. Look at that. 103. 113. Oh,
121.
it's gonna go 121, I think.
Yep.
Oh God, is it gonna stop? You don't know if it's gonna stop. It just keeps creeping.
This is Indy Toad.
Indy
Toad.
Toad 762.
762.
Nice. So you got yourself a spot on the Freedom Wheel,
Hell yeah.
as well as, oops, wrong button. As
Coin.
well as the coin. So,
Very cool.
all right.
Indy Toad 762 for the win.
Hell yeah. Coolest name ever, too. All right. So we are out of here. But make
We're
sure
gone.
you guys go over, check out notjustguns.com for that auction. Check out freedomfatigues.com. Make sure you get your hands on all of the American-made apparel over at freedomfatigues.com, as well as pewpewnationusa.com for our American-made apparel. That is a partnership with Freedom Fatigues. And if you won today, so Sarah, Noah, and Indy Toad 762, shoot me a message on either Facebook or Instagram. If you don't use either one of those, then shoot me an email. You can get to it through pewpewnationusa.com. And I need your name, address, email address, and all that good stuff so that I can get all this stuff to you guys. Congratulations, everybody that won. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys all for your support. As you've seen on Instagram and stuff, we're kind of changing things up a little bit. So if you share, from now on, if you share about Pew Pew Nation live, you're going to have some bonuses coming out. Not every time, once in a while, somebody that shares may just be picked randomly to win something.
Like a shockwave.
Maybe Matt's Shockwave. All right. We will see you all later. Thank you guys again for watching. Thanks for the support. As always, any questions, anything like that, make sure you message me with them. And share.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys share the videos on this page. Grow this YouTube page. Grow our Instagram. We need like 5 more likes on Facebook to hit 2,000.
Really? Come on, people.
I have like
Come on,
3,000 people that follow the page.
Yeah.
And 2,000, just under 2,000 that like it. Like, come on, like it and
Like
follow
the
it.
damn page.
So
already.
make sure that if you follow Pew Pew Nation on Facebook, obviously make sure that you go over there and like it as well. So we'll see y'all later. Thank you for watching, and Problem Solver out.
Problem solver out. Black and tan out.